down once again, you know, and then you're gonna have that snowball coming in for the quick knock. Although you do see them trying to push a little bit down the bottom, they do have the Darcy down as well. That's going to be a Bowden going in with the ultimate, going to be having a little bit of a stun. And Quixie is going to drop in with the shine. Does he have enough damage? No, Darcy misses the ultimate. It's a point blank, and Quick now will pick up the Zinio. Not only that, they also get to push bot lane. So that is a really big win for the girls from Space. And they can actually just go for the Missile Dragon as well. This is where the snowball gets really scary.
That's right. Again, now slightly more than 1k goal lead on the side of Space Gamers. You can see the amount of space they have created for their own team. You can see everyone is having a decent laning phase at this point of time. While on the side of ETAPOD, they don't really have much farm going on as compared to what they have on Space Gamers. You can look at the level difference between most of the people on both teams. There's going to be a 1 level advantage on the side of Space Gamers here. As S9, you can take a look at the rotations around the map. Really crazy. So far, she's been doing very, very well in terms of creating space for her team. And here, they're going to put pressure on the bot lane here. It's going to be tier 1 bot lane, but Zenio not able to do much here as Lolicon and S9 probably going to secure that bottom tower for themselves. So this is going to be a first tower of the game. And this is going to go in favor of Space Gamers here, as we can look at the attempt at invade with Donut and Rabbit as well. S9 here. No, Space Star is gonna stop them as Zenio tries to pop in. It's gonna be a 3v1 situation, but it doesn't look too good here. Space Star, can she make it out here as the rest of Space Gamers here gonna jump in, and Rabbit's gonna be probably the first death. No, second person to die is gonna be Rabbit. No, so Donut actually falls. As we can see here, it's gonna be an unfavorable situation for the side of ETAPOD as Space Star just jumps in. Yena, you can see the snowball. She's so tanky. They get another kill again. Lolicon, no follow-up for the team as well. Nice stun here. So is this gonna be return kill? Not yet. So ETAPOD, a lot of work to do. This is now close to a 3k goal lead as they're gonna lose another tower. Now this time at the top lane.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of fun. Not only going the way of this GM, but I think in general, just the rotation is very, very aggressive. It kind of puts, you know, ETAPODs on the back foot, and you saw that really quick rotation to the top lane. You know, at first they were just defending their red buff, and they saw the opportunity to actually go in for the Roxy. They tried to clear up the top lane. They managed to pick up one tower, and then even before clearing the first tower, so this is the dilemma, right? Do you give up the first tower in the top lane, or do you actually go for, you know, a forced engagement? In the case of ETAPODs, they actually tried to force an engagement there. That was a really bad engagement. You know, they lost 2 members. You give away the red buff again.
Well, Shoda Khan here, probably gonna get caught out. Zenio is with that jump, makes it out safely. I think the issue here probably is just resource management, right? What Space Gamers want to do, they want to force the fight. They want to force you to group up, get away from lanes, stop farming the creeps, right? As they take objectives of the game. Here you can see they've done it again. This is going to be the 3rd tower of the game for themselves. S9, ballsy move there, but she's going to make it out safely. As, you know, ETAPOD so far not having much answers for what's happening to the game right now. We haven't seen the AD being taken yet, but you can see, take a look at what S9 is doing. So S9 is trying to move and roam around the map, creating as much trouble as she can, while the rest of her team farms up. So you see Space Star now already at level 9. A lot of advantage in terms of gold and experience as well. As here it looks like the AD is going to be taken by the side of Space Gamers here, getting caught out by a few shots by Bilby here, but I think all is well. The level advantage you can see close to 2 levels now. 2 levels, S9, 2 levels on top of everyone. And if you look at the item build, Quick Knock already has a lot of damage and armor penetration in terms of the item choice, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you consider the fact they took 2 Abyssal Dragons, and they had a really good engagement as well. 5-0, perfect game so far.
Yeah,
they have like 3 towers. Yeah, so it doesn't look like they're slowing down anytime soon. You can see objective. Every single time there's not a major objective in the game, they are either trying to invade the opponent's jungle, or they are just clearing up their lanes really quickly before they regroup for next team fight. So this is the things that you want to spot out in a really good team. You know, you want to make sure that you at all times you're trying to accomplish something on the map.
Well,
and this time, that's the
talking about it. Yeah,
7
the
minutes.
DS.
On
This
point.
is really, really fast. S9 here, falling a bit low, close to half health, but it's okay. She's got an ultimate as Rimu takes the DS for the team. So now there's going to be increased health regeneration for all members of the side of Space Gamers. Space Star here, you can see, once again, she's alone. She's farming all the lanes. She's pushing in the lanes for her team. So what this does is this is going to force ETAPOD into a very, very tight position. They have to group up and defend because there's 3 lanes of creeps breathing down on them.
Yeah, it's not only that. They also have the Drake that's going to be coming soon. So it really depends on where they want to put the Drake. because they got the Dark Slayer as well. It's currently on Rimu, on the tail on us as well. They're probably going to drop in the top lane. This is where I think they're probably going to drop in.
Space Star here, maybe gonna get caught out here as she is in the mid lane. Gonna catch a glimpse of Shotokan here. So, if you look at what's happening, Space Gamers have successfully made each individual person get a lane for themselves, right? Every time the lane is one singular person. As we head into a team fight here, this is gonna be a defense for the second top tier tower here on the side of ETAPOD. Well, not much of a defense to talk about here.
Yeah. I think the only way they can defend here is just turtle up, try to clear up the Drake, and then maybe take a good fight if, you know, one of the members of Space Ghost actually put themselves in a really bad spot. But it doesn't look like they're doing it anytime soon. Just look at that. They're just putting the distance there, use the Drake as a mid shield, you know, get the Crixie to do a little bit of damage. They have Tail on us in an extended range, and then they can just go back and take the second tier in the mid lane. So
well, I think they have to play a bit more ballsy and risky on the side of ETAPOD here. So, I mean, Rabbit, you know, Roxy has an ultimate which can displace opponents, right? So, if you can't catch the preferred target, at least catch one person back into your team, because what's happening now is that ETAPOD is going to be probably grouped up together, you know, in the defense, right? So, Rabbit, I don't know. Perhaps Rabbit could try and catch one single member of Space Gamers out.
Yeah, I see where you come from, but I think anyone but the bottom. As long as you don't catch the bottom, I think it's fine.
Great.
Yeah, you catch the bottom, he's going to drop that wild prison, you immediately get your team in a bad spot.
S9 here, trying to make some stuff work. You can see slightly more tanky already. Didn't really take much pain from the tower damage here. So Lolicon and S9 are going to be pressuring the mid tower, as I think the true objective here for Space Gamers is to take the bottom tier, second tier tower. As you can see, Lolicon here, along with Rimu and Kurozo, they are gonna get this second tower. Yeah. And this is gonna be 6 towers in favor of Space Gamers here. As you can see, Star, once again, all alone. What has been happening with Star this game is very simple. Star is just farming up as fast as possible, all alone, solo all the way, right? So this is gonna have her snowball really, really big. And Yena, you know, when she snowballs, she's practically a god. There's not much you can do with her.
Yeah, and not only that, she's not exactly the squishiest of heroes. If you look at SGM side, and you know they've been doing a really good job, not only in game management, but in terms of picking the right fights. You know, if you look at teams that have that snowball advantage, you know, they're always ahead in terms of farm. Sometimes they make a mistake, right? They get a little bit greedy. They try to go for all those kills that's not. But I mean, just look at the kill streak: 5-0. You know, 5k goal lead, not a single mistake, a second Dark Slayer. And this is going to be bad because now it's going to throw him over.
And here, Bilby is probably going to die as well. Snowball is going to die for sure. No. Alright, so it's going to be one death here on the side of ETAPOD. Kurozo can... Well, Kurozo is going to survive here. Really, really low on health. But it looks like it's going to be a very tight situation here for ETAPOD here. Yeah. S9 already level 14. Going to be max level soon. It's only been what, 11 minutes. This is a 5k goal lead. Not really a huge to me in terms of like goal advantage, but this is close to, you know, perhaps 1 or 2 items advantage on each of the members, or at least a few of the members on the side of Space Gamers. 1 item more than your opponents, that's quite a big deal, to be honest.
Yeah, if you compare the Yawn and Swell to tell on us, it's like what, 700 gold. You don't see really a huge difference.
Yeah, but DPS wise,
yeah,
you know,
it's so much. It's so much more than that. Like, it's not only about the economy, but the map control. Like, at this point of time, the only things that, you know, ETAPODs can kind of farm are those creeps coming up from SGM. Other than that, they're losing farm, and that's it. Look at that. They just blow him up. They blow the Roxy up, and they can straight away just go for the base turret. And they have a huge wave coming in the middle lane as well. They just do just that, dropping really low.
And Star here, all alone, taking a few free hits on the tower itself. What's surprising to me is I think at this point of the game, ETAPOD's damage across the board for all team members, they are kind of strong as already, but of course they don't compare to Space Gamers at this point of time. Space Gamers, I think they could have been punished pretty badly from that engagement at the bottom tier tower just now if they got more damage out, right, on the side of ETAPOD. So I think this is what ETAPOD is going to try and do. They want to secure a team fight where they get at least 3 members of Space Gamers out, right? But the thing is, I'm quite curious as to why they aren't a bit more aggressive. I mean, they have so much control in their team, you know. You can definitely go for more risky plays in terms of this. I haven't seen Rabbit get off the ultimate yet successfully so far, and I think that could be a game changer.
I think not only that, like SGM, over there. You saw the bottom actually did a really good wild prison. They caught up two members, and then for some reason they were not committed to fight. I think they were a little bit cautious. If they had been a little bit more aggressive, they could have picked up one more kill. I think it was actually on the Darcy. They could have got one more kill, and then maybe they could have picked up the bottom tower as well. But for whatever reason, they choose to play a little bit more passive. That's just their playstyle, and that's how their playstyle have gotten them there where they are right now. That 5k goal lead, now 7k. And that's a really good goal lead. So actually, all they have to do is wait for the last. I gotta say they are going for the Abyssal Dragon, but the one that we're gonna talk about is the Dark Slayer. As long as they get the Dark Slayer down in less than 9 seconds, I think they can just push in. Either they can release the Drake down the top or middle, and then just go for the other lane. And it's GG there. As long as they don't make another mistake, I would say. In fact, they haven't made much of a mistake. The only death they had so far is actually the Baldom that kind of committed to a fight that the rest were just trying to push on the mid.
Right. Well, as this goes on, I think the game is close to an end here, as the Dark Slayer DS here is going to be taken by Space Gamers. So Space Gamers really strong position now. They have close to a 7k goal lead, and I think what ETAPOD needs to do now is kind of just split up the team fight. They like to group up together, right? But I think they shine the best when they can cause as much confusion and displacement towards the opponent team. So once again, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself. Rabbit, I think Rabbit needs to go aggressive, go for that jump in. Does she have a flicker? No, she doesn't. She has the accelerate.
Yeah, accelerate doesn't really work here because they have a lot of stuns. The thing about SGM is that they have so much CC. Especially for the Quick C as well. If you look at the Quick Knock is practically the only hero that does CC, and now they just want to go push
here
for
comes Bowdom's ultimate. Didn't really catch anyone, but slowing down Rabbit, and it looks like it's gonna be a kill here on the side of both sides getting so many kills. Rabbit's gonna be the next one to fall, as all 5 members of Space Gamers still alive here. As you can see, Star all alone, bottom farming that bottom tier tower. So
and not only that, they're cutting the waves that's coming on the mid lane as well. So
exactly.
that's gonna help the Yena that's pushing the bot lane. They don't really have a response to that as well. They have the Tianas who has more range than the turret. Not like they need more range as well. And that's gonna be all 3 base towers down.
Right, Snowball here. Ooh, actually getting some decent damage out. Oh, not gonna get caught up by Lolicon here. So it looks like S9 going for the ballsy move. Gonna die. Probably has a revive though, right? So Beauty here. No, doesn't have. There's gonna be a second kill for the side of ETAPOD here, but it looks like the game is close to over here. But it looks like Space, I think they have to be careful. Oh, there's gonna be a kill here. This is the time for the comeback. Oh, what a nice kill there, catching all 3 members on the side of Space Gamers. Is this the comeback here for ETAPOD here? It looks, I mean, okay so far, doing okay, but Yena once again, super strong. Oh, but it looks like, well done here. So it looks like ETAPOD is gonna survive the defense. And,
but at a very costly price. Like they lose 2 heroes, they lost all 3 base turrets, but it's still not over. The good thing about that is that they buy one more fight. If they can get one good fight in, and look at the cooldown timers now, it's 30 seconds. You're hitting that 40-50 seconds mark. If they can get one more good team fight in, try to get a team wipe, and they still have at least the Yon, or I think at least the Darcy alive, they might be able to actually
Shotakon maybe gonna get caught up by S9 here, but Shotakon, I think, really tanky at this point of time, not much to worry about. I think they should force as many team fights as they can. And like we already mentioned, they have a lot of control. But not only that, at this point of the game, they have control and they have damage as well. So all they need to do is to position themselves properly. And the Shotakon, I think this is not your fight to take, man. So she's gonna back off here, and try and secure a blue buff for her team probably, or at least for herself, right? So it looks like it's gonna be defense of your tower again, base defense. As all 5 members of Space coming back, and it looks like they're gonna fail to secure the DS on the side of ETAPOD. So this means that it's gonna be a tough challenge again. S9 is gonna jump in. She's gonna get caught by Rabbit. All right, so this is the first time she has used her ultimate here. Rabbit, can they get the kill on her? As they manage to do so.
She's gonna revive, but I mean, it's gonna take quite a while for her to even come back to the lane. They're gonna be able to clear up the mid, but without the crit knock, that's still quite a big pickup coming off the side of ETAPODs.
Well, it looks like to me, Space Gamers here, I think they kind of are losing control of the game. Kurosawa here maybe gonna get caught out as Lolicon. Oh, didn't manage to catch the rest of the team out here. So it looks like it's going to be a 4v5 situation. Numbers advantage, of course, to ETAPOD. I think they should push the advantage. This is really important because now the Quick Knight is off the map, right? Not say they don't have much damage. Shotacon here gonna get found out. Looks like there's gonna be a jump away on her side. So Rabbit, not sure if the ultimate has been cooled down yet. Not sure whether it's 30 seconds, but Rabbit, bad positioning, gonna get caught out here. Lolicon gonna lock her down, and this is gonna be Remove taking a kill for the team. Shotacon here trying to jump in as the rest of Space Gamers gonna try and force the fight here to ETAPOD as Shotacon really tanky, but I think they're gonna just let her go here.
Yeah, but the thing now is that the Quick Knock is up, and you still got your hero down. Oh, looks like we do see a pause coming up right now. I'm not sure if we should get the game going, but yeah, that is quite a big pickup. The fact that they lost the Quick Knock earlier meant that they couldn't take a fight, but the moment they catch out the Zeno, although they didn't manage to kill him down, look at how effective the Xena was. The Xena jumped to the back line, isolated the rest of the team away from the Xeno, and because of that, there was absolutely no way for the ETAPODs to actually re-engage onto the Baldom and the rest of members that were actually caught in between the Xena. So that's just really good reaction as well. They realized that, okay, our Crixie managed to catch out the Xeno's jump across the wall. Let's just use our Xena to just isolate the rest. If we can bring down the Xeno, that's good. If we can't, we bought enough time for the Quick Knight to come back. And that's what
I think the primary target on the side of Space Gamers, who they want to catch out from ETAPOD, right, is probably the Darcy. I think Darcy has the ability to lock everyone into a very strong, bad position, right, for the rest of ETAPOD to come and catch them, as we have seen in that middle tower defense just now. So I think Baldom and Crixie are probably the two main players at this stage of the game where they will be the ones who are able to get ETAPOD into a bad position, right? A nice lift from Crixie into a lockdown by Baldom's ultimate. That probably seals the fight for the side of Space Gamers.
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
Of course we have S9 who can just jump in with a Quick Knock with that splash and that AoE damage with the ultimate, right? And you can have Tel Anas at the back just shooting arrows for fun. And this is gonna clean up the crew on ETAPOD, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So ETAPOD, I think what they want to try and do, same thing. I think Rabbit has kind of heard our advice so far, managing to catch out S9 a couple of times with the ultimate already. So I think she's doing a great job. She needs to continue trying to catch key players of the team. So if you can't catch Quick Knock, who is the next better player you probably go for?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I was just yeah. Something happened. So if
you can't catch Quick Knock with Rabbit's ulti, right, from Roxy, who should you catch next?
Well, I think the next one is the Yena. As long as they can catch the Xena out, not Yena, but Xena in the bad position, if they can actually catch her out and drag her back all the way to at least the middle where they can actually blow her up the yawn as well, follow up the burst damage, especially with the rain of arrows, I think they have a good team fight, because Baldom needs to be really near range to actually get a really good in, and you got Wildstorm to actually catch someone out. We've seen him done it time and time again. The only issue is the timing where Space Ghost, Mamazita are playing. They're so good in positioning. You don't see them making those mistakes needed for the opponents to actually buy into a chance to even have a good team fight. That's the issue right now. They are always on point. Baldom in front, Talanas in the middle getting protected, Quick Knock looking for opportunity back, and now they Crixie gonna blow him out of the ultimate. They might be able to get another one as well. Yawn nearly goes down, and Yawn will finally, Darcy will fall as well, and this is pretty much GG.
This is it. So this is gonna be game 1 here, going to Space Games, Mamazita here. ETAPOD, well done. I think they could have done much better in terms of using the skills and stuff like that. ETAPOD, I think it's just a communication breakdown across the board in general. Space Gamers, of course, when I chose ETAPOD at the start, I didn't consider the fact or missed out the fact in terms of how fast S9 can jungle, right? Quick Knock is a really, really quick jungle character. So most of the time, Quick Knock clears the jungle space within the first, your blue buff stacks and your red buff stacks in probably less than 1 minute. Yeah, if you're fast, right?
And not only that, they managed to steal the red buff twice.
That's right.
Away. So that was a really big, it's a really big, I would say, gap in terms of junglers as well. They always need the red and blue buff.
They heavily influence the farm on the side of ETA, right? So
I think not only farm, momentum in general, like the whole momentum of the game.
ETAPOD had rarely the chance, right, where they had like one singular person in lane. You know, it was always a shared lane. No matter where you went, it was shared lane. You had to share your goal, you had to share your experience. So there was always a level disadvantage. There was always a goal disadvantage. And besides that, you have to do the invasion from S9 along with Lolicon as well. The Baldoom and Star. So Star and S9, the two of them just actively invading the jungle on the side of ETAPOD, and that really dealt a punch to everything across the board, right? Goal experience and even kills. They only got the kills on the side of ETAPOD probably towards the late game, right? Where I think they racked up like total of 7 or 8 kills.
Oh
in
yeah,
total, right?
I think won that 15-7. That was that was the score that we had. But yeah, really good breakdown coming out from Kindofu. We'll go for a short break. But when we are back, we'll probably give game 2 to you between SGM and ETAPOD. So we'll see you right after this. Hey, alright, we are back. So finally, we are back into the second game between ETAPOD and Space Gamer Mamazita once again. My name is Aris, because it's not me, I have Kindofu. And they're going to be swapping side for second game. We have SGM banning out the Quixig as well as Zip.
Well, standard bans here.
Yep, we had this conversation before the stream began, and we were saying like, we were talking about why Quixig was getting banned out as well. And I mean, it's a bit of a, I wouldn't say no-brainer. It's just very irritating to do. Same goes for Zig as well.
Well, once again, so the point of argument was that I feel that Quixig, I mean, if you know how to control him and how to watch for that shadow, I don't think it's a real problem. But anyway, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think at the top level, when games are so quick, it's just easier to ban it out than pick
like, put that worry off your mind, right?
Correct. I mean, there are ways to actually kind of counter Quixig. Same goes for Zip, but I mean, why bother if you can just completely take him out of the game? But it looks like we're gonna see Zenio getting banned out as well, Vera getting banned out as well.
Right. And ETAPOD here gonna be banning the Zenio as well as who's this? Well, mind block here. I kind of forgot that lady's name. Oh, I used to use her a lot. Yeah, so Varus. Oh, Varus. Yes, Varus, a very strong warrior as well. I think. Yeah. Okay. Seems pretty legit. I would ban Varus as well. I think she's quite a scary character in terms of tankiness and damage as well. For warrior, she dishes out a lot of damage.
I think it's a sustain. The sustain is the scary
how,
part.
You know. Yeah. She's pretty beefy, right?
Yeah, and then you got Florentino getting picked up by ETAPOD, while Yena and Baldum getting picked up as well. We spoke about Yena before the game. I think Yena is just really good. I was actually mentioning that we didn't see too much of a Yena coming in, and in fact, if you look at the stats over last week's games, or 2 weeks ago, the games coming in from Taiwan side, actually the most amount of banned heroes was actually Quixig. So Quixig, Zip. 7 and 6 respectively. You've got Quicknock as well as Lubu getting picked up the most. Same goes for Annette, Marlock, Omar, Vera. So Vera's getting banned out in this game. We do see Violet as well. Surprisingly, we don't see too much of a Violet coming in to the Thailand qualifiers.
Well, you know, we used to like this particular character, which probably wouldn't get picked up in games like this. But I'm still waiting
we do see Violet getting picked up a lot, but just not in Thailand.
I want to see Azenka, right? Azenka is our number one.
Azenka got picked up before. So the joke was there used to be an inside joke where we had this 5-man rush mid comp. So you needed a Pena, right? You needed a Pena, Azenka. You picked up a Yawn as well because of the burst. We picked up a Zeno for the stun as well as a heal. And then you picked up whatever the last comp is. It doesn't really matter who's
the carry, right? The carry.
Yeah, whoever the carry is. Usually it was it Omega that we picked up? I don't think it was Omega. I think it was some other hero. Which is the one punch one. The one that I kind of forgot. The name kind of got my mind. I'm just gonna go through the heroes. I think we picked up Terra as well. Terra was Scud. Scud was the one. The one punch man.
Scud was our tower taker. The one that break the towers for us.
I mean, why not? You do like a ton of damage. You know, you're not exactly the squishers of heroes. You have decent clear wave. Your cooldowns are really low as well. You don't need mana. That's the thing. You don't need any mana as well. So that was the good thing about Scud. But yeah, I mean, all those heroes, you don't see them as often. We do see a Hayate and a Zeo getting picked up. Zeo obviously still very, very into mana. High amount of clear wave. One of the more scary heroes towards the mid to late game. I think early game you still can kind of deal with him, which is the weird part, because Zeo generally, or rather most mages or assassins, are scary at level 4. He's scary as the game goes on. So I think it's kind of like a different perspective when you look at heroes like Kriegnacht, where towards the late game, his burst cuts down a lot, he's still routine to deal with, but not as scary as a Zeal.
Yeah, I think Zeal's a really interesting choice for me. I mean, Zeal's mobility is kind of close to Kriegnacht, I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of like, it really depends on the cooldown, right? So if you can't blink away or you can't blink into fights, it's gonna be a problem. Getting that 3 stacks for additional magic burst, right, along with the ultimate.
Yeah.
I think that this is what Zeal shines at. The 1v1 situation, if you go in a 1v1, if you don't have what's that called? You don't have the invulnerability.
Yeah, that's the one.
Item. It's gonna be a tough fight for you unless you have a lot of lifesteal, which still you can't lifesteal Zeal when he's using his ultimate.
Yeah.
Right. So
It's kind of like a Murat. It's kind of like a Murat if you think about it, but with less AoE, but more
magic Murat.
Yeah.
I'll just find it a magic Murat. Right?
He's more single target. Murat is like the whole area just gets bursted.
His
now.
ultimate with the 4 stacks as well. So it looks like it's gonna be the 4 bans on the side of both sides here. So it's gonna be Xenio, Varus, Kriegnacht, and Murat. Okay, so a lot of damage dealers being locked up. They don't want
Attain
that.
getting banned out as well. If I'm not wrong, if that's what I actually see.
Yes, it
Attain
is
is getting banned out.
It
So
is
that's quite an off meta ban. Something I didn't really expect. We don't see Tains getting picked up as well. In fact, we have never seen Tain getting picked up throughout the entire FSL circuit. We've seen Arthur a couple of times. In fact, Arthur was very popular not only in Vietnam but in Taiwan as well. Taiwan actually picks up Arthur a lot. Don't ask me why.
Arthur's
Don't be
crazy
confused.
good. I mean, Arthur, yes, is one of the characters you first get in the game when you start, right?
Yeah, but he's a cheap hero per se. He doesn't need items to be really good.
Yep.
Decent clear wave, quite tanky, and has a high amount of burst with his ultimate. So I understand why. It's just that, in my opinion, there are better off-laners out there.
Well, I think the main change was after the buff to his ultimate, right? In the previous time, the first few editions of ROV, when you used Arthur's ultimate, you could be stopped, right?
Yeah.
But right now, there's this control immunity, so you can't really stop it once he starts it, right? So it's gonna be a Raz. So Raz on the side of ETAPOD here, along with Elsu. Okay, so Elsu is a personal. I don't like Elsu at all. I hate Elsu because Elsu,
you hate him on your team or you hate playing against him?
I hate playing against Elsu. Elsu on my team, sure. I mean, if you don't get wrecked, that's great.
Okay,
but
I think that's different to me. And also on my team, I don't like it because Elsu always fits on my team. And then when Elsu's opponent, somehow he's like godlike. So in this case, it's a love-hate relationship with Elsu.
That's right. Well, I think the burst on the side of ETAPOD is pretty crazy. Wow, they're probably gonna go for a Lindis as well. Lindis, so Lindis with her first skill passive is gonna stack the moment she has 3 stacks of hits on you, right? And it's gonna explode with her moon ability as well. So Lindis, a really scary character, but really has to get her farm up in the laning phase in order for the snowball. So Lindis early stages not really crazy in terms of trying to get the damage out. Okay, I think they are listening into our conversation. Fennec, another character here who has absolutely super huge burst. Yeah, Fennec is one of my personal favorites here.
Not on the hero as well, especially on the tower. So it works on both ways.
The
so that's the scary part.
It's crazy. So we have Hayate, Florentino, Zil, Annette, and what's her name? Isha. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Isha. Well, so her bear Isha. Ooh. Yeah. Scary character. I mean, really useful. I think very good control hero, right? Can take a lot of tank damage away from the fights.
Yeah, it kind of soaks up like a lot of damage. Not only soaking up damage, but she's kind of heroes where you don't really need too much on her as well. She's kind of similar heroes. So if you look over the side of ETAPOD, all of their heroes don't really need too much of a farm other than I would say Florentino. You got Hayate, who's probably going to be split pushing throughout the entire game. And then try to join the rest when he's really up and going. They have Annette for a very good support mage as well. You have Zil, her high burst. But if you look inside SGM, I actually like the SGM because of the Rust.
I prefer SGM's lineup in terms of damage. I think following the first game, they really followed through with going for damage, right? SGM, I think they are really concerned about how to dish out the damage, which I think worked out really well for them in the first game. So I think they want to kind of repeat that for this game too. And based on the draft so far, I am liking SGM a bit better. While the side of ETAPOD, they have very good heroes, right? Florentino really mobile, Zil really mobile, Annette able to kind of block and stop fights when she wants, as long as she gets the correct placement of her skills, right? Hayate able to enter and leave the fight pretty easily as well. and of course with the jump in with Hayate's ultimate, is kind of a crazy amount of damage. But that's only if you have the level advantage as well as the item advantage. So this is just about who gets a smoother laning phase between ETAPOD and SGM. So let's see, man. Are they gonna start off the game with an invade? So far we haven't seen a level 1 invade, right? We have seen space invade towards the later part of the game, but this level 1 invade probably not happening between the two teams here, as Baldum is gonna be checking out the river. So Kurosawa is gonna be on your res. Well, Bilby here along with her furball.
Yeah. I like that Annette actually blocked the shot coming from Alsu as well. You know, you want to make sure that it doesn't get sniped away. You want to make sure your Zero is, as always on farm. So he's already onto the second, or she is already onto a second wave. Probably going to go to her third jungle.
Well, yeah, I'm going to check on res here as Kurosawa is going to be shooting a few shots here. Just poking for fun. She wants to make sure that her presence is felt here. And Kurosawa, I think the res against Isha lineup. How do you find that? I think it's pretty tough for Kurosawa here.
I think it's tough for... Yeah, I gotta agree. Like, Rush is just gonna be tough against... not only against the Annette combo, but given the fact that he's playing with a bottom as well. So both heroes are pretty melee based. You're gonna have the Rush just trying to harass the heck out of mid lane. But more importantly, let's talk about the Fennec. I know I'm gonna overlook the mid lane, but the Fennec is where I think things will get really interesting. He's already level 4, and I think she wants to get a little bit now. S9 coming to mid lane.
That's right, S9 here, just scouting a bit of information for her team. Maybe gonna get caught out? No, okay. So great timing here, S9, I think she kind of saw the map already. Make sure she doesn't get caught out. Fennec, wow, Fennec can dish out a lot of damage. That's a very squishy hero as well. As it looks like, well, this time it's going to be ETAPOD's turn to try and secure the Spirit Sentinel first for the team, as they successfully have done so. And it looks like Kurosawa may be getting caught out here by 3 members of the side of ETAPOD here. Lolicon now catches a glimpse of Shadowcon here, and it looks like gonna meet each other here. Lolicon just gonna be pushing them out. So well done here, securing space for the Fennec. So this is gonna be the first Abyssal Dragon of the game going to the side of space. S9, I think, doing a really great job so far. S9, I think these 2 games, her performance has been really outstanding.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not only on the Crit as well, now the Fennec, and if you look at that, I gotta say, pick up the Abyssal Dragon, definitely a better trade compared to the Spirit Sentinel. You get more EXP as well. And those EXP is really needed for off laner, right? Like Space Star is just counting on the team to get the Abyssal Dragon. Not only that, because of that, she's up against Florentino. She does get her level 4 a little bit slower because of the wave, but because of that, look at that now. Rabbit is just same level, but in terms of farm, you gotta say...
we're gonna have an invasion here, as it looks like Kurosawa is trying to scout for information. Well, they actually saw that the buffs were not there, as Lolicon here gonna get a bit of a poke in from the side of ETAPOD. So it looks like everyone is still pretty similar in terms of farm here. Lolicon gonna try and catch out Shadowcon here as the team fight is gonna start happening. S9 trying to deal the damage here, but Donut, I think we already mentioned before, mobility is a really strong point on the side of ETAPOD, so not much to worry about. Shadowcon here just want to make sure they get a lot of information for the team here. Looks like Space Star is going to get caught out. Space Star, would she be giving the first blood? I think not here. So still pretty healthy, half health. So damage output still really small in terms of at this stage of the game. We're only 3.5 minutes into the second game of the series, right?
Yeah.
So Kurosawa here just gonna be poking out res. Of course, you no mana, but we're dealing with energy, right? So she can actually just keep dishing out damage, and it's gonna be catching out bottom here. At the bottom lane, it's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you just gonna apply a little bit of pressure. Without the rush, you don't see it too much of an initiation coming out from the side of SGM, because they need either the bottom's wall position or the rush punch that they get.
Well, top lane's gonna get caught out as well, and Star here, not really the best game for her this game. Looks like she's gonna be giving out first blood. So ETAPOD, a good start for them. But it looks like they're gonna lose the first tower of the game instead.
Trade.
Yeah, 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah.
So 1-for-1, but of course this trade is still in favor of ETAPOD. They got the kill. So now AD is probably gonna second AD of the game here. Probably gonna go to space here, as not gonna be contested. So Fennec S9 once again, she's really racking up the experience and gold for herself. So far, nothing much happening. It's gonna be quite a clean game so far, right? 1-0 in favor of ETAPOD, but not much to show for in terms of goal difference.
Oh, Okay. For a moment, I thought Lolicon did manage to steal with the rim my buff, but no,
And
it
Rabbit.
doesn't.
I'm probably gonna get caught out here. Looks like Kurosawa is gonna be missing the ultimate, but catches the shot here. As Chaylin here gonna try and get that kill for the team, but no, Snowball actually gets it, and looks like a good jump by Shotakon. This is gonna block off a lot of the members on the side of Space. So Space Star gonna have to leave the fight too low on health. It looks like Furball from the side of BB is gonna try and help to breathe some space into the fight. S9 gonna have to be forced out from the fight here, and it looks like gonna try and find more here as a Zil Donut. Oh wow, almost got shot here by Chaylin. So S9, they have secured a bit of space for themselves, but more importantly, this means 2 jungle stacks to S9, which doesn't sound like a lot, right? But if you have 2 jungle stacks for your own jungler, it means that's 2 less, and that can be a very, very big difference in terms of gold and farm. For experience as well. So this is a win for Space in my opinion.
No, I think they managed to trade the buff. So
Oh, Kurosawa jumping in. She is really ballsy with that move here. So Lolicon is going to be left alone, and is probably going to pay the price here if nothing else is going to be happening to help out Kurosawa here. Just trying to stay poking, but no. So the ultimate did not save the bottom, but it looks like they perhaps can get a return kill. But Space Star, that was a very, very nice outie on the side of Annette here.
yeah, I think Annette just using her first skill to actually zone out the rest of Space Girls. But more importantly, I think you can kind of see where Space Girls are going with this. They're trying to create a lot of space in mid, but their opponent's definitely not letting up. Now they get the first kill.
Wow, nice one here. Rabbit is gonna try and make the move, but didn't get the kill here. Rabbit actually gets taken down instead. Really interesting what happened. Again, S9, a second member to actually make it out. Look at their health. So Donut is gonna be hiding in the bushes here. The Zil not gonna be able to achieve much here. Well, for all of that action happening, no deaths on the side of Space. I mean, wow, really well done. Interesting how that fight turned out. They couldn't get the Fennec, and I think that's a huge issue. They couldn't get the 2 MMs, right? So Elsu and Fennec both not only survived, now they're back into the mid lane with full health. Kurosawa here just throwing a couple of punches as well. So you can see S9, they are gonna try and make the rotation to get the AD here. Kurosawa just checking out the jungle, making sure there's no one around as they try to steal the buff as a bonus if they can, but not necessary here as the third AD of the game now goes to the side of Space. So Donut gonna get caught in the center, probably gonna die here. Donut, no way out for you. Ooh, sugary goodness all the way to Space.
And not only that, they get Rabbit as well, so that's 2 kills on the bot lane. They can kind of just push out bot. If they want, they can go back heal, quickly go and pick up the Dark Slayer because they have the Fennec. So that's also open for contention.
Oh, rotation here as the Furball is gonna try and make some space for Bubi here. But Bubi, I don't think they're gonna be able to save this turret. Unless you can do the wave clear here, and it looks like Shotakon. Oh, nice outie here by Annette, but no follow up here so far. And you're gonna go up one on one against an S9 Fennec. I mean, you have better chances doing other things, right?
Yeah.
So Shotakon, I mean, they have successfully mounted the defense. I mean, you can see they have given Star so much space. She's just running around the map right now as they secure another jungle creep here on the side of Space. Chaylin on the Elsu, so far still okay. I mean, 0-0-0, can't really complain much, right? You don't give any kills. You don't have any kills at this point of time. But I think the main focus here is Donut. How is Donut doing? Donut along with Zil here up 4.5k in terms of gold net worth. Well, with the double books.
I mean, Hayate did manage to pick up the Frostcape armor, so that's gonna allow him to just go in, and if anyone picks him up, it's gonna slow them down as well. But yeah, I think in terms of Space, I gotta say, I gotta give it over to ETAPOD. They are doing a lot better this game. Not only that, but they are also making a lot of rotations compared to the first game where they were actually shut down by Space Ghost. So yeah, not only ETAPOD improving in terms of picking out the right fights, I think in terms of managing those wave clears, they're doing a lot better. I think it comes down to the fact that they pick up a higher tier, a lot more I would say not only consistent, a lot more independent top lane.
Right, but I have to point out Shotakon here maybe getting caught out as the members of Space. Wow, they're going for the DS already. 9.5 minutes here. Looks like Hayate is going to try and stop it. Snoppo. Ooh, wow. So, flickers, Space, S9 so little health, but they managed to pick off the Hayate here on Snowball, and it looks like the Dark Slayer is going to go to the side of Space. Wow, every single objective in terms of the jungle all going towards the side of Space. While this advantage is pretty huge, I think they are suffering in terms of tower defense here. They already have lost 2 towers, one top, one bottom. But I think the swing in terms of the snowball is gonna happen for Space now. The level difference is not too crazy. In fact, Donut is the highest level character in the game right now, right, on the Zeal. Farming so much. Not much teamfight results to talk about it, but we'll see how this goes. Now it's just about the placement of the dragon, right, for the start of Space Gamers. Well, S9 doing a very good job of rotation around the map. I mean, Fennec is a very mobile hero, so probably gonna be still okay, not gonna get caught out here unless she makes a pretty bad move to get locked in by a net. So things are happening okay here. The DS is gonna be dropped off on the top lane. So S9, while she secures another Spirit Sentinel for herself, it looks like the rest of the team are gonna start a fight in the mid as Kurosawa actually takes out Zeal. So Donut here, can't say for much here as another shot icon here, gonna be so low. And it looks like Space Gamers, they want to kind of force the issue here. They want to get this tower. Mid turret, this allows them a lot of space to roam around the rest of the map. So Space, they're probably going to secure this one. As a Snowball all alone in the middle lane. Hayate, not really the most tanky character in the lineup, so has to be really careful of her positioning here. As they just, kind of give away that second tier turret to Space. Loricon, wow, gonna actually get smacked down here by Snowball. Hayate, a really strong character with huge burst. But once again, so Space playing the rotation game really well. Chaelin here actually secures, it's gonna be the Fennec who secures the bottom lane tower. Shotokan perhaps getting caught out by Star with the Yenna. But it looks, well, all's good on the side of Space for sure. So it looks like ETAPOD, while they have secured a lot of advantages, not much to speak for here as Furball is gonna die as well. So this means it's gonna be a 4v4 situation as Kurosawa, well done here, gets the kill. In exchange, 1-for-1 exchange, Snowball gets Kurosawa here, but of course dies to S9 because S9 has so much damage. This is gonna be a very hard defense here. A Florentino and a net against 2 MMs and a warrior. Xena along with the Elsu and Fennec. Oh, this is gonna be really tough as the bottom actually comes to the lane as well. Misses the ultimate but gets the slow. Oh, the wall actually stops Shotokan from dying here.
Yeah, I think, if you look at the way Space Girls are just playing now, they're just gonna make sure they do the same thing as first game, push out the waves, wait for Ducks to come up, but looks like they got the Furball sent into the middle. They might be able to get something out of the net's ultimate. Not really. Rabbit taking a shot coming out from the Elsu. But yeah, coming back to my point, I think all they have to do now is just game management. They're just gonna push in the waves, pressure a little bit. They go for the Dark Slayer. It's gonna be uncontested. Maybe they can send a net, try to find something, but I don't think they'll risk that because there's a Rust, right? You never want to go up against Rust there. So yeah, they're gonna pick up Dark Slayer even before they can make a move. That's gonna allow Space Girls to do the same thing again. They're gonna take up the top, and if the first game was an indication of what's about to happen, they'll probably close out the game in the same way. Just push each of the waves slow.
I think Space is even scarier in this game because the amount of burst they have. You have a res of Fennec and an Elsu. Come on, these 3 characters are one of the highest burst characters in the game. So, I mean, positioning is really important for the side of ETAPOD, but I don't see how they're gonna be able to take team fights as a whole, right? I mean, you can do individual pickoffs. Of course, the Zeal, like we mentioned before, 1v1 specialist, but up against a res. Kurosawa here, you can't do much, right? So Beauty here, I mean, she's been doing a good job of trying to slow down the momentum of Space, but I don't think it's working out so far because you have Chaelin on the Elsu who's just getting in the damage from so far away.
Yeah, I think Babu's doing a really good job, but the Furball is just, there's only so much that the Furball can do. Like, you got a net ultimate that's gonna put the Lolicon in a really bad position, while Prison as well gonna be able to trap up the net, but there's not much that they can do other than that. They're just gonna get the Drake down to middle. Bottom have one more hit coming from the Drake. They do not miss it, but they do make it as well. Bottom gonna flip one more time. They get the Furball, but can they get more out of this? It's not too much. Also with the shot, and Zil nearly picks him out with the ultimate as well. They do get the Florentina, but they want the bomb tower. That is the prize. And I think they might be able to get it. One more hit from the Fennec should do the trick. And they get both the mid and bottom, and they can immediately just go to top because Florentino is still on revive.
Yeah, I don't think this looks too good for ETAPOD here. I mean, they can just take 2-3 turret hits, not a problem for them to get in exchange for the tower, right? So, Snorpo almost dies here. Chaelin with the nice crit, and it looks like Zeal, Donut is gonna pay the price, is gonna die here, and it looks like it's a lost cause. ETAPOD, well done to you, but this looks game for me, as Space gonna take it over here. So it's gonna be a 2-0 victory for Space. Well done to both teams, of course. ETAPOD, I mean, I really like the draft, but I think SGM probably had the better burst, as well as the late game carry potential. I mean, you have the Florentino on the side of ETAPOD, right, as well as Zeal, but Zeal kind of falls off towards the late game. But on the flip side, on the side of Space, you have people like Elsu, you have Rez, you have Fennec. Fennec is a really scary late game character as long as he has a meat shield in front of him, right? So S9, really good job, props to her, man. I mean, Fennec is not, say, the easiest character to play, but I think the rest of Space, they have made it, the rotations in such a way that S9 could always just come in and get the kill for free. Kurosawa, you know, throwing the punches down, not an issue for Space to just try and wreak havoc in the base. And while, of course, I think ETAPOD, they had a very decent start, right?
Oh yeah,
Kind of fell off as the farm started going in favor of Space here. But of course, Space, well done to you. This is gonna close our first series of the day out. So we will be back with more. You can check in with us in a bit.
Yeah, I think we have the games coming up on your. We'll get the games and the brackets up on the screen, but I think the next match is gonna be up against Sweetie Mood. So we saw Space Gamer complete the 2-0. They're gonna go up against Sweetie Mood, and then after that we have Lunaris up against Day 9 Real Me, and the winner of that game will face against Mary Jane. So those are the 4 games that we have for you. First one already down. If you want to check out more about FSL Circuit, you can head on down to our Facebook page as well as our Instagram. That's where we are. We want to give a big shout out to our sponsors as well as supporters as well. Dream Call for our PC sponsor, Super Solid Monster sponsor, Yahoo is our media partner, and last but not least, Aftershock as our hardware sponsor. So big shout out to all these sponsors. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. We'll go for a short break, but when we are back, we'll bring you more AoV.